Hi kids, welcome back to Sunday School Online. This week we will be looking at the story that happens immediately after the multiplication of the loaves, the miracle that Jesus made from the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, where he fed over 5,000 men plus women and children. We see that he told the disciples to go into the boat and to cross over to the other side of the Sea of Galilee while he went into the mountains to pray. In this story, we will see what happens to those disciples when they are in the boat, how a great storm arises and threatens to sink the boat, and how the disciples were praying for help, and how Jesus came to them to help them and to also show yet another miracle that he was truly God. Let's take a look, shall we? After the disciples got out into the middle of the lake, a fierce storm came up, and they were afraid they were going to sink. "I have never seen a storm this bad," one of them said. "We can't take much more of this." "We are going to sink. Look, there is something out on the water." And they look out and they see somebody. "It is a ghost, it is a ghost," they said. "It is a man walking on the water." "Peter, it is I. Be not afraid. Lord, if that is you, then allow me to come to you walking on the water just as you are doing." "Come to me, Peter." So Jesus is walking on the water and they don't believe that it's him. So Peter listens to Jesus. He steps out onto the water. "I am coming, Lord." "No, Peter," the other said. Peter was really walking on the water to Jesus. He's coming to him. But when Peter saw the big waves and lost sight of Jesus, he became afraid, and fear destroyed his faith, and he began to sink. "Lord, save me," he cried out as he started to sink into the water. "Peter, you began to doubt me." Jesus brought Peter back to the boat, both of them still walking on the water. "Peter, you walked on the water," the other said. "Peace, be still," Jesus said to the storm. And Jesus rebuked the storm, and suddenly it was calm. "Depart from me, O Lord, for I am a sinful man," said Peter. "Surely you are the Son of God," the other said, "the Christ of Israel, my Lord and my God." And they all believed. So you see, kids, that Jesus came to them walking on the water. This is one of the most, famous miracles that happened in the New Testament. And the disciples didn't believe that it was him. They thought it was a ghost because, of course, regular people don't walk on the water. They sink or they have to swim. And so Peter said, "If it is you, Lord, let me prove it to me. Let me come to you on the water." And Jesus said, "If you have faith, come to me." And Peter came out and he walked on the water. But when he got scared and he got distracted by the waves and the lightning and the storm and the wind, he got scared and he began to sink. And Jesus caught him by the hand and pulled him out. He saved him and took him back to the ship. And of course, Jesus also then rebuked the wind. He told the storm to quiet, and the storm went away because, of course, Jesus is God as a human and he can control nature. And all the disciples believed yet again that he was truly the Son of God. And so this is like a really important story, because it really not only emphasizes the power that Jesus has, but also the power that we can have if we have faith in him. That if we have faith in him, nothing is impossible, and a lot of things in our lives we can overcome, even fear and pain and suffering, if we just have faith in Christ. And so sometimes we get distracted by the difficulties in life, and when we get distracted, we lose our faith and we feel that we're sinking in the difficulties and the dangers of life. But as long as we keep our focus on Christ, he will help us. He will reach out his hand and he will take us by the hand and guide us to the appropriate place to be safe. And so this is a beautiful, beautiful story. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed reading it to you. And we'll see you again next week for another story from the New Testament about Jesus. Take care and God bless.